Well, this development here coming in as far as list of campaigners for the Congress in the state of West Bengal. There are a list of 30 star campaigners here, and interestingly, it doesn't mention the Group 23 leaders. Sonia Gandhi, former Prime Minister Dr. Manmohan Singh, party leaders Rahul Gandhi, Priyanka Gandhi Vadra, Sachin Pilot, Navjot Singh Sidhu have all been included in this list. But names of Ghulam Nabi Azad, Kapil Sibal's name, most prominent outspoken leaders within the Group 23 here, have not been mentioned. What are we reading from this? We have with us our managing editor, my colleague Vinay Tiwari, getting us further insight here on this here. Vinay, is there a sign that the rift is evident? There is, of course, no patch-up, so to say, between those who've been outspoken critics.
Yes, two very clear things there. One is, of course, that there is no sign of a patch-up in the rift. Possibly, we could even interpret that this is now a deepening of the crisis within the Congress, simply because if there was an opportunity to actually reach out to these politicians, to the old guard of the Congress, so to speak, this would have been one way of reaching out. It clearly means that the party has virtually taken a decision not to make any overtures to reach out to these leaders. It also means that the political hibernation of the so-called G-23 is virtually complete. In fact, the only name that I see in this G-23 list of the leaders who are so part of the G-23 is Jiten Prasad, and all the others are actually missing. That also possibly tells you a thing or two about how Jiten Prasad's own position might be altering. Just one other fact for our viewers, sir, that we must know, that this whole concept of star campaigners list is really a requirement of the Election Commission, because any party which names a person as a star campaigner, the funds or the money that is spent on the campaigning by or on that individual is added to the party expense fund. So it's a requirement. But even if it's procedural, the fact that these leaders' names are missing is a huge indication of what lies ahead for the Congress, and that the impending elections for the president's post later this year will possibly see the virtually a complete marginalization of the G-23 group, as well as possibly the ascension of the new lot. Also, Sahir, just one quick addition to this point. Just day before yesterday, PC Chapo resigned from the Congress in Kerala and kind of retired from the contest precisely on this ground, because he himself also says that he feels marginalized. So he's the other new additional member of that group from the old guard who seems to be feeling stifled within the party.
That's right. Well, many thanks, Vinay Tiwari. Appreciate you getting us insight here into these developments here. What's really buzzing within the Congress party there?